Hey everybody, I'm here today with a driving lesson on making right and left hand turns. In this video, I'll be going over a demonstration of myself making many right and left hand turns, and I'll also be telling you pretty much everything that I know about making right and left hand turns safely and smoothly. Alright, let's get right to it. I'm going to start with the demonstration and then I'll explain everything, throughout the process. So first and foremost, and you can watch myself making these turns and doing these things as I'm explaining them. First and foremost, I want to outline the safety procedures and protocols for making right and left hand turns, okay? So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're putting on your signal well in advance, okay? You're also checking your rear view mirror. You're also checking your side mirror on the side that you're turning towards. So if you're turning left, you're going to check your left side mirror. If you're turning right, you're going to check your right side mirror. So check the appropriate mirror and also check the blind spot on the same side. Now, blind spot check is simply when you look over your shoulder to the right or to the left to look at the area that the mirrors can show you. So you're putting on your signal well in advance to let the other drivers know what you plan on doing. Okay, it's for the safety of yourself and everyone else, and it's also legally, it's also how you should be making a turn. It is a safety protocol. Okay, you're also checking your mirrors because those let you know what's going on behind your car and beside your car, and you're checking your blind spot to just make sure that there's nothing that you missed that your mirrors didn't show you. Okay, so safety wise, you're going to be putting your signal on, checking your rear view mirror, checking your side mirror, checking your side blind spot, all well before you turn. Now with regards to steering, and I'll be making more turns throughout the video. With regards to steering, okay, you want to make sure that you're able to turn the wheel just like this, hold it throughout the turn, and release it. And the best way to explain that is that, practice makes perfect. The more that you practice driving and turning right and turning left, the better that you'll be at estimating the steering. Because when you're just learning to drive, your estimation might be too much or too little. You might be oversteering or understeering. But as you practice, what's going to happen is you're going to get better and better at estimating how much you need to turn the wheel, and eventually you'll be great at making right and left hand turns. You'll be able to simply turn the wheel and know exactly how much to turn it, just like myself right now. And I'm not saying I'm amazing, but I know how much to turn the wheel just because I've been driving for many years. So I promise you, if you're just learning to drive and you're having trouble estimating how much to turn the wheel, the best thing that you can do is just absolutely practice, okay? The next thing, if you are making a right or left hand turn with a stop sign, just like the one that I just made right now, you want to make sure that you come to a complete stop. And you want to make sure that, you look for traffic and pedestrians and so forth, and make sure you have the right of way and you can legally make that turn. There's no like sign saying no right or no left or something like that. Make sure that you can make sure that everything's, proper before you actually make that turn. It's as simple as that. So I've gone over stop signs, steering, safety, and the next thing I want to go over is when you approach a turn without a stop sign. So when you're making a right or left hand turn without a stop sign and you're not coming to a complete stop, meaning if you're rolling through it because there's no traffic and you don't have to come to, actually we're going to turn right, and you don't have to come to a complete stop, then what you want to do is you want to make sure that you slow down as much as you need to before you actually start the turn. So slow down as much as you need to slow down before you start that turn. During the turn, you're going to maintain that same speed, that slower speed that you slowed down to, and then after the turn is when you accelerate. So check this out. I'm going to make a right-hand turn without a stop sign over here. So I put my signal on, did my safety checks, I'm slowing down. Now I'm maintaining this slower speed throughout the turn. Now I'm accelerating after the turn. So you slow down before the turn, you maintain that slow speed during the turn, and you accelerate after the turn. Now here's some easy numbers just to sort of keep in mind. If you're on a main road, you're turning onto a minor road, let's say. So you are going to, let's say you're going 50 kilometers an hour on that main street, and you slow down to 25 kilometers an hour before you actually start the process for turning, before you actually turn the car, turn the wheel. You're going to maintain that slower speed of 25 kilometers an hour throughout the turn. Then once you finish the turn, you're going to accelerate again to, whatever the speed is. Let's say your new speed on that side street is 40 kilometers an hour. So you're then going to accelerate at 40 kilometers an hour. Now with the stop sign, you should be accelerating smoothly while at the same time steering. I've seen people when they learn how to drive, it's hard to sort of master the art of doing multiple things at once. So they accelerate a little bit, then they steer a little bit, then they accelerate a little bit more. But as you practice, you're gonna get better and better at just accelerating smoothly while simultaneously steering. So we're gonna go to this stop sign, and I'm gonna do that, exactly that. I'm gonna accelerate as I steer. And then I'll tell you one more quick little piece of advice and quick tip before I end this video. So check this out, done the safety checks. I'm good to go, no traffic. I'm accelerating as I'm steering, just like that. I was able to hold the wheel and release it at the right time. And that comes with practice. Now, last but not least, I do want to talk about if you're making a right and left-hand turn, right or left-hand turn, because obviously you can't make the right and left-hand turns at the same time. If you're making a right or left-hand turn, but you're doing it on a main street, let's say where there's multiple lanes, you want to make a right turn from either the rightmost lane or the right turning lane if there's a dedicated right turning lane. So you're either going to go to the rightmost lane that you can be in, or if there's a right turning lane, then obviously you want to make that right-hand turn from the right turning lane, right? I don't know, it seems like common sense, but obviously I want to fully explain it. When you're making a left-hand turn, you either want to make it from the leftmost lane or the left-hand turn lane if there's a dedicated left-hand turn lane. It's as simple as that. So you want to move as far to the right or left as you are legally and safely allowed to do. And it's literally that simple. In this video, I've gone over a demonstration of myself making many right and left-hand turns with stop signs, without stop signs, and so forth. And I've also explained everything about it, because I didn't want to make this video where I literally just filmed myself making these turns, because then, you know, you're going to be watching it, but why not watch the turns and also listen to my explanation so that you can master the art of turning right and turning left, both safely and smoothly. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. What are some other tips for safely and smoothly making right and left-hand turns? Let me know down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.